Okay, so we're going to turn this thing of mild cheddar cheese into correct packaging, which this is an example of it not correct, as is this. This is dated. You don't really need to spend your time dating cheese because nothing goes wrong with it. It doesn't go bad. And we do not do them individually with paper like that. It's a lot of extra work that we don't really need to do. So what you want to do is open the package of cheese. Once you get the package open, you'll see that they're already separated like that. So separate them like that and then separate this in half. So you're going to wind up with like 4 give or take stacks like that. And then take the stack that you wind up with, hold it here, pull the saran wrap out over the top of it and just wrap underneath like that, down on the side and down like that. So we're going to get 4 of these out of one of those packages. And the reason that we do this is because it keeps them from drying out. So when you open a package of cheese, you want to wrap the whole thing. You don't want to leave it in the package like this. See, this was left in the package like that. That is not what you're looking for. When you're done, you want to have 4 nice little stacks. I'll hurry up and do this so it can get on the video. It's super easy. It takes no time at all. And then they get stacked back under the cooler with the rest of them. And then when you're doing inventory, you can count that you have 4 stacks. And don't worry about getting the same number in each one. Just divide the whole pack in half and then each half into half and you'll wind up with 4. You don't need to stand there and count them and make sure they have the same amount because it'll all work out. Okay, so now we have 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of one big package. So again, you don't, even though there's a zipper on here, you don't want to leave this in here because it's just extra packaging and it's going to wind up. So just split it in half like that. It's going to wind up not getting sealed eventually because these Ziplocs are kind of crappy. So the cheese will dry out if it's not sealed. So individually wrapping them like this keeps them from drying out. They're easy to count, and just when you need another one up in the sandwich board, just pull it out, put it in the Cambro up there, and you're all set to go. And that is it. Now I'll take you for a little tour and show you where they go, and then we're all set. So they go right down in there. So if you look right here, for some reason somebody has gone through the trouble to individually layer these and put this paper in between them, but we don't really need to do that. It's kind of a waste of labor and a waste of paper. So the way you would normally want to have it is a couple of these packages in here, and then the top one we would be using to make sandwiches with, so it's not going to dry out because there's only a few. And once this one is done, then you just open the next one and make sandwiches out of that. But it is not necessary to portion all these, because what's going to happen with these numbers, see, the edges are all open to the air, so all of these are going to dry out. So these need to be fixed, which we will take care of. But this is how you do it. You portion them and then you just bring them up here and stock all these with little packets like that. And this is why we only put small packets, is so you only open what you're going to use in the next day. So you don't have a bunch of cheese open like this, where the edges can all dry out. Okay? So that's it. When this is properly done, each one of these is going to have a little stack of these in it. So we're going to fix this, but in general, that's how you want to do it. So it'll be a stack there, and a stack there. And we have 4 different kinds of cheeses. We have 3 standards: provolone, pepper jack, and cheddar. And we're doing some Havarti right now. No, actually, that's Swiss. So, yeah, that's the other problem with having all these papers. You can't tell what the different cheeses are. So just do it like this and you'll be fine. The rest of this stuff gets portioned with parchment paper. The bacon gets portioned, the ham gets portioned, the eggs get portioned with parchment paper, but the cheese does not. Okay? Thanks for your attention. See you next video.